If your ID is missing this star, you won't be able to board a domestic flight in the US. Thousands could be turned away at airports starting May 2025 due to new travel rules. Avoid last-minute panic. Here's exactly what you need to do right now to make sure your ID, tickets, and bags are flight-ready. Number 1. Federal Travel ID Mandate. Beginning May 2025, standard driver's licenses will no longer be accepted for domestic air travel in the US under new federal regulations. To board flights, you'll need an upgraded license or state ID featuring enhanced security markers like a gold circle or black star. While over half of states are scrambling to meet this deadline, don't rely on potential extensions. Secure your compliant ID as soon as possible. If you're not ready, alternative documents like passports, military IDs, or trusted traveler cards will still work. Check your state's DMV portal for specifics. Processing often takes 4 to 6 weeks and requires proof of citizenship, birth certificate, passport, social security verification, and 2 residency documents, e.g. utility bills. Many DMVs now mandate appointments and charge upgrade fees. Pro tip: renew your passport as a backup and ask about digital ID options in your state. Delaying could mean last-minute chaos. Plan now to breeze through security later. Number 2. Passport Renewal Revolution. In 2025, the U.S. State Department's new online passport renewal system aims to simplify the process, but strict eligibility criteria apply. Travelers must be at least 26 years old and possess a standard passport issued between 9 and 15 years ago to qualify for the digital overhaul. However, damaged passports, special categories like diplomatic or emergency passports, or documents expired for over 5 years still require in-person renewals. The system enforces rigorous photo rules, no selfies, glasses, or non-neutral expressions, requiring professional shots against plain white backgrounds. Once submitted, old passports become instantly invalid, and processing takes 8 to 11 weeks with no expedited options for online applicants. Younger travelers or those with newer passports should opt for traditional mail-in renewals, including prepaid return envelopes and digital copies of documents to avoid delays. Number 3. European Entry Permit Overhaul. Starting mid-2025, U.S. travelers heading to Europe will face a mandatory electronic travel authorization (ETA) system, replacing traditional visa-free entry for short stays. This digital screening process requires an online application submitted at least 72 hours before departure, with a €7 fee granting 3-year validity for unlimited trips, up to 90 days within any 180-day period. The rule applies to all Americans aged 18 to 70, including cruise passengers and road trippers crossing EU borders, with automatic background checks flagging minor criminal records or past overstays for potential denial. Critical details include linking approvals to specific passport numbers, requiring immediate reapplication if renewing your passport, and carrying printed copies for land crossings in Eastern Europe, where real-time verification may lag. Children under 18 apply free but need uploaded parental consent forms, while seniors over 70 are exempt. Avoid third-party scams by using only the official EU immigration portal, and ensure your passport expires no sooner than 6 months post-travel to prevent authorization hiccups. Pausing real quick, if any of these changes affect your next trip, drop a comment below. Tell me which rule shocked you most, but before that, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Number 4. Global Liquids Policy Rollback. A highly anticipated relaxation of airport liquid restrictions has been reversed globally due to widespread failures in next-generation security scanners. Despite earlier promises, travelers in 2025 must still adhere to the 100 milliliter 3.4-ounce liquid limit per container, with all items fitting into a single quart-size clear plastic bag. Airports like London Heathrow's Terminal 5, which had briefly allowed larger liquids, have reinstated strict checks after new 3D scanners proved unreliable in detecting threats. Duty-free purchases over 100 milliliters now require tamper-evident sealed bags with proof of purchase receipts attached. Prescription liquids remain exempt but demand a doctor's note and separate declaration at security, while common items like toothpaste, lip gloss, and snow globes now fall under the expanded liquid classification. Travelers should also prepare for inconsistent enforcement. Airports like Amsterdam Schiphol are mixing old and new scanners, leading to confusion. Budget airlines, including Ryanair, have begun fining passengers €25 mid-flight for non-compliant carry-ons, emphasizing the need to pre-check updated TSA guidelines and opt for solid alternatives like shampoo bars to avoid delays. Number 5. Carry-on chaos, the shrinking luggage allowance. In 2025, airlines are enforcing stricter carry-on policies, but the rules vary widely, creating confusion among travelers. Budget airlines like Ryanair and EasyJet now impose strict 15.7 by 7.9 by 9.8 inches limits for free under-seat personal items, while priority passengers can bring slightly larger cabin bags, such as Ryanair's 21.65 by 15.75 by 7.87 inches. Meanwhile, major U.S. airlines like Delta and United are introducing dynamic sizing, where carry-on allowances depend on ticket class. Despite concerns, Air Canada does not impose a strict carry-on weight limit, though passengers must be able to lift and store their bags unassisted. Similarly, rumors of AI baggage scanners automatically charging passengers mid-flight are false. Frontier and Spirit rely on gate agents to enforce size policies manually. Additionally, Southwest Airlines does not ban crossbody bags as long as they fit under the seat, and JetBlue does not charge passengers retroactively for oversized bags after boarding. To navigate these evolving rules, savvy travelers are using collapsible luggage, pre-measuring bags with airline apps like Lufthansa's AR Fit to Fly tool, and wearing bulky clothing to bypass size restrictions. Delta exempts jackets and worn footwear from baggage calculations. A smart trick is to pack a foldable duffel bag inside your personal item, allowing a quick transfer of essentials if forced to gate check your carry-on. Since airline policies continue to evolve, always double-check your carrier's latest rules before flying to avoid unexpected fees or last-minute hassles. Number 6. Family seating crackdown. No more split-up strategies. Starting in 2025, airlines face hefty fines under updated U.S. Department of Transportation rules if they fail to seat children under 14 with at least one accompanying adult at no extra cost, even for basic economy tickets. Automated systems now block seat separations during booking, and airlines must manually resolve any errors within 24 hours of flight changes. This applies globally to all U.S.-bound or departing flights, including foreign carriers like Emirates. However, teens age 14 plus can legally be seated separately unless families provide written consent, and third-party sites like Expedia may still display split seating, requiring direct verification with the airline. To avoid issues, document seat maps post-booking and use the nuclear option of demanding refunds under DOT regulation, 14 CFR Part 259. If compliance fails, savvy travelers book back-to-back rows as a backup, leveraging flight attendants' willingness to facilitate post-boarding swaps. For added security, pack essentials in a foldable duffel to retain critical items if forced to gate-check luggage. Number 7. Passenger refund overhaul. Your money back guaranteed. New 2025 federal rules force airlines to issue instant cash refunds, no vouchers, for cancellations, delays over 3 hours, 6+ for international flights, or major itinerary changes, processed automatically within 7 business days. Lost bags arriving 24+ hours late, you'll get double the checked bag fee plus reimbursement for essentials like toiletries or clothes. Even acts of God, for example hurricanes, no longer excuse airlines. They must refund or rebook you within 12 hours. Apps like Delta's now auto-detect delays and push refunds instantly, while tweeting #DOTRefund 2025 pressures airlines to act fast. But watch out, basic economy tickets on carriers like Frontier still dodge refunds for non-weather issues, and partial refunds apply if you board delayed flights, for example 50% back for 2-hour waits. Always screenshot boarding passes and delay alerts. JetBlue has denied claims without timestamp proof. Pro tip, pair refunds with credit card chargebacks. Chase Sapphire Reserve auto-flags eligible cases for double reimbursement. Number 8. Biometric border control. Face scans replace boarding passes. By late 2025, major international airports will phase out physical boarding passes and passports in favor of mandatory facial recognition systems. Travelers must pre-register a selfie and passport details via airline apps or government platforms like CBP's Secure Traveler program. AI-powered cameras at security checkpoints, lounges, and boarding gates will automatically match your face to your travel profile. Failure to align with scans triggers manual checks and potential delays. Opting out, prepare for secondary screenings, seat reassignments, as seen with Qantas, and longer waits. Glasses, facial hair, or aging since your profile photo can cause mismatches requiring pre-trip updates. Biometric data is stored for 72 hours by default, extendable for frequent flyers, but you can delete it post-trip via airline privacy portals. Children under 12 are exempt but need parental consent forms at check-in. Pro tips: sync existing TSA pre-checked global entry data for express biometric lanes, mention biometric tagging to speed up lost luggage claims, and use RFID blocking passport sleeves to prevent unauthorized scans. Warning: countries like China mandate separate facial registration, research entry rules to avoid denial. Remember, that tiny star on your ID isn't just a detail. It's your ticket to stress-free flights. Pair it with smart passport timing and TSA-ready packing, and you'll dodge the chaos. Want more insider hacks? Hit subscribe. I'll keep you ahead of every rule change.